Hello everyone. Good morning all. So let's solve another SQL problem of LeetCode. So we have given a table activity table in which player ID, device ID, event date and games played has been given, and player ID and event date is the primary key of this table. So it means the player ID and event date, the combination of both of these column is unique, right? Column is unique values. So this table shows the activity of players of some games. Each row is a record of a player who logged in and played a number of games before logging out on some day using some device. Write a solution to report for each player and date and how many games played so far by the player. That is the total number of games played by the player until that particular date. Check the example of for clarity. Return the result table in any order. The result format is in the following example. So over here activity table is given and the player ID and event date. The combination of these two column is unique, right? So combination of these two column is, you can say, is a primary key. And the games played so far on that particular date by each of the player. Now what they have asked, write a solution to report for each player and date and how many games played so far by the player. That is the total number of games played by the player until that particular date. So now let's see for, you can see this is the output example they have given. So for player ID 1 March, it is games played by that particular player ID is 5, right? Name for 2nd March. Now for this second row, games played so far is 11, right? How we can say that 11? So 5 plus 6. Over here 6, 5 and over here 6. So 6 plus 5, right? Is 11, right? Then for this next date, you can set over here it is 11. Now over here you can take that 11 plus 1. It means 12, right? 11 plus 1, it means 12. Now player ID is changing over here, right? 3. So for 3 2nd of March, games played is 0. So now 0 will be carry forward over here in the next row. And then 5 we need to add, right? So if it is 5, right? So this is that result, right? 5. And over here it is 5 already on the very first day. So 5, 11, 12 and then 0, 5. That should be our result. So what is this entire thing? We can say that it is a running total. You can say that the partition by, you can say that, or you can say that group by player ID, right? Now I have created this activities table and inserted the data into the same. Now over here we need to write, we can say that ranking functions we can write, but it is a kind of a sum over partition by. Then we can say that lead over partition by or lag over partition. It depends on our requirement. So over here we are writing sum. What, which column we need to do sum? Games played column we need to do sum, right? So sum of games played over partition by player ID and order by event date. Now let me execute this one. Let me check whether this table is available or not. Okay, it is available. So, okay, I think this is something, some other table. We need to create this table because this is table has been used for some other purpose or for some other query. Let me create like this a underscore activities, right? So I do not need to drop. Let me create this table a underscore activities. No need to truncate because it is first time we are creating it. Now let's select data from this one. Okay. Now let me run this query. So this is the result, right? 5, 11, 12, and then 0, 5. And what is there in the output section? Let me, this one is the output, right? 5, 11, 12, and then 0, 5. Okay, this is something. Let me execute both of this query. So let me, so both are giving the same result, right? Both are giving the same result. So I think second query I have showed it just how we can use the city in our table or city in our query. But this is how we can use the sum over partition by close. Sum over means in sum we need some column name in which we need to do sum of values, right? And we need to do by partition by. So that's why it is used over here partition by player ID and order by event date. So thank you so much everyone. I will solve the another SQL problem in next video. Thank you.